New at noon, Springfield Police seizing an illegal loaded gun and making 3 arrests in connection with drug dealing in the Wilcox Street area. And around 7 p.m. yesterday, detectives say that a drug deal was taking place on Wilcox Street. 2 of the suspects, Rafael Santella and Xavier Nazario, were stopped. The 3rd suspect, later identified as Kyle Allaire, driving away from the scene. However, police eventually catching up with him on Chestnut Street. Detectives recovering heroin from Allaire and the gun from Santella. All 3 men were arrested and charged with various drug-related offenses.